Russia began the war in Crimea with an elite squadron of 12 modern fighter jets. But since then, it has lost more than half of them, and its Crimean fleet of jets is now on the verge of collapse. This represents another humiliating defeat for Russia and a significant victory for Ukraine, and the story of these losses traces back to the 2014 annexation of Crimea. After Moscow seized the peninsula by force, it stationed the 43rd Naval Attack Aviation Regiment at the occupied Saki airfield, located just outside the city of Saki on the western coast of Crimea. This regiment operated both Sukhoi Su-24 bombers and a dozen Su-30SM fighter jets, considered among the finest aircraft in the Russian arsenal. The Su-30, first developed in the 1980s by the Soviet Union as a successor to the MiG-29s and Su-27s, made its maiden flight in 1989 and was eventually exported in several variants to different countries. One of the most advanced versions was the Su-30MKI, designed jointly with India's Hindustan Aeronautics. This jet incorporated elements from the Su-30, Su-27, and Su-37, offering improved avionics, sensors, and weaponry, and it became the primary fighter for India. Russia, impressed with the design, created its own version, the Su-30SM, classified as a 4+ generation aircraft. With advanced radar capable of detecting targets up to 400 kilometers away, thrust vectoring engines for superior maneuverability, and the ability to carry more than 7 metric tons of weapons, the Su-30SM became one of the most versatile fighters Russia had ever built. When Russia positioned these jets in Crimea, the Kremlin assumed they would act as a powerful deterrent against Ukrainian attacks, but instead they became a target. The first Su-30SM was destroyed less than 2 weeks after the 2022 invasion began, shot down over Mykolaiv. The pilot and navigator ejected and were captured by Ukraine. Then, on August 9, 2022, enormous explosions ripped through Saki Air Base, destroying 5 Su-24s and 3 Su-30SMs and damaging others. Russia initially claimed the blasts were an accident, but satellite imagery and expert analysis soon confirmed it was a deliberate Ukrainian strike, later admitted by Ukraine's commander-in-chief, Valery Zaluzhny. The attack crippled Russia's fleet and sent shockwaves through the Kremlin. By then, nearly half of Russia's Su-30SMs in Crimea were destroyed or damaged. Ukraine continued targeting these jets in subsequent years. In September 2024, a Su-30SM vanished over the Black Sea after attacking Odessa. Ukraine's intelligence forces later revealed it was downed by a man-portable air defense system. In May 2025, another Su-30SM was destroyed in historic fashion when a Ukrainian Magura naval drone brought it down over the Black Sea, the first time in history a maritime drone had eliminated a fighter jet. And just days ago, on August 15, 2025, Ukrainian naval intelligence intercepted Russian communications, confirming the loss of another Su-30SM near Snake Island. Altogether, Ukraine has destroyed 7 of Russia's original 12 Su-30SMs in Crimea and severely damaged 2 more. Other Su-30s have been hit elsewhere, including a strike at Rostov-on-Don that left 1 in flames. Each aircraft costs around $50 million, meaning Russia's losses in Crimea alone amount to $350 million. With Russia's economy under severe strain, its national wealth fund collapsing from over $180 billion before the invasion to only $35 billion by 2025, the Kremlin can ill afford such losses. Funds are being drained into drones from Iran, deals with North Korea, payouts to new recruits, and weapons factories, pushing the economy to the brink of recession. Ordinary Russians face skyrocketing prices while Putin promises defense cuts in 2026. Every destroyed Su-30SM is not only a military setback but also an economic blow. Beyond the financial impact, the loss of Su-30SMs undermines Russia's air power and its control of Crimea. These aircraft were designed to carry out heavy bombing runs, missile strikes, and suppression of Ukraine's air defenses, launching destructive Kh-31 and Kh-58 missiles. By taking them out, Ukraine saves lives and protects its cities. Ukraine has also targeted critical Crimean infrastructure such as the Kerch Bridge, airfields, and the headquarters of the Black Sea Fleet. Attacks on Zankoy, Belbek, and Sevastopol have destroyed other high-value jets and hardware, further weakening Russia's hold on Crimea. Meanwhile, Ukraine is strengthening its own aerial capabilities with French Mirage 2005S and American F-16S from NATO allies, as well as pioneering innovations in electronic warfare and low-cost domestic defenses. These advancements allow Ukraine to neutralize Russian drones and bombs with increasing effectiveness. The destruction of Russia's Su-30SM fleet represents not just military success, but also a turning point in the struggle for Crimea and the skies over Ukraine. With Russia's aerial forces shrinking and its economy collapsing, Ukraine's resilience and ingenuity continue to reshape the battlefield and tilt the balance of the war.